What if I told you Heartland Season 19 isn't just happening, it's already in motion? That's right. The cast and crew are back on set, the cameras are rolling, and the next chapter of your favorite family drama is officially being written. But here's the twist. This season promises more emotional turns, more complicated relationships, and secrets that could shake the very roots of Heartland Ranch. If you thought Season 18 ended on a high note, buckle up. Because what's coming next might just be the most intense chapter yet. As filming for Season 19 picks up speed, fans are already buzzing with excitement and concern. Because if there's one thing we've learned about Heartland over the years, it's that peace never lasts for long. Just when things seem to settle, life throws a curveball. And right now, all signs point to a season full of emotional turbulence, starting with the fallout from Amy and Nathan's complicated connection. Their relationship, if you can even call it that yet, is hanging by a thread. Season 18 left us with that unforgettable kiss, a moment that sparked hope for some and hesitation for others. But Gracie's sudden return changed everything. Her presence wasn't just unexpected, it felt like a warning shot. Gracie isn't just Nathan's sister, she's a woman on a mission. Her demand to become co-owner of Price Beef wasn't a suggestion, it was a statement. And let's not forget, she's not exactly a fan of Amy or the Heartland way of life. The way she challenged Nathan about being too kind to Amy, that wasn't just about business, it was personal. And if there's anything Heartland has taught us, it's that personal stakes always lead to high drama. Gracie's return could drive a wedge between Nathan and Amy before they even get a real chance. Add to that the fragile state of Nathan's relationship with his father, now in a nursing home, and the pressure is mounting fast. Meanwhile, Amy is dealing with more than just a potential romance. She's still a mother, a daughter, and a cornerstone of the Heartland Ranch. Her world is full of responsibilities and risks. Can she really afford to let someone like Nathan into her life when so much is already at stake? Her daughter, Lindy, is growing up fast, and the last thing Amy wants is to bring more instability into her world. Every decision Amy makes now could change not only her future, but her family's too. And with the memory of Ty still lingering in every corner of the ranch, fans are divided. Is Amy truly ready to move on? Or is this all happening too soon? Let's not forget Lou, who survived a terrifying fall in the Season 18 finale. That scene sent shockwaves through viewers who feared the worst. Thankfully, it was just a broken leg. But the scare was enough to remind everyone how fragile life can be at Heartland. Lou's story in Season 19 is likely to be shaped by that incident. Will she slow down and refocus her priorities? Or will this experience light a fire in her to take even bigger risks? The tension between her and Katie is also unresolved. Katie may have chosen to stay in Hudson for now, but the feeling that she's outgrown her surroundings hasn't gone away. The quiet moments, the glances, everything pointed to a young woman torn between staying loyal to her roots and chasing something bigger. And then there's Tim, who turned down a life-changing job to stay close to his family. A noble move, but one that could stir regret as the season unfolds. With Shane and Chloe expecting a baby, Tim's decision to stay seems right. But for a man like Tim, restless, driven, how long before the sacrifice starts to weigh on him? Watching him balance being a grandfather, father, and ranch leader could offer one of the most compelling emotional arcs this season. And knowing Tim, drama will never be far behind. Season 19 is shaping up to be a season of reckoning. Relationships will be tested, new alliances will form, and old wounds might reopen just when we least expect it. With filming underway and secrets being kept tightly under wraps, one thing is clear. Heartland isn't just coming back. It's coming back with a storm. With cameras rolling and secrets being kept tightly sealed on set, fans are left wondering, what aren't they telling us? Because while the excitement around filming is real, there's also a feeling that something deeper, more serious, is coming in Season 19. The emotional threads from last season are still hanging in the air, and if history is any guide, those threads are about to unravel in ways no one expects. Take Amy and Nathan. On the surface, their story looks like it might blossom into something beautiful. But underneath, there's a tension that refuses to go away. Nathan has tried to show he's ready, but trust doesn't come easy, especially in Amy's world. Amy has been through too much heartbreak to jump into anything without thinking it through. Ty's loss still echoes around the ranch, and while Amy tries to be strong for Lindy and the rest of her family, It's clear that moving forward will never be easy. Nathan's presence brings comfort, yes, but also confusion. Can she ever fully open her heart again? And more importantly, should she? Nathan, for his part, is dealing with emotional baggage of his own. His struggle with vulnerability, his complicated past with his ex-wife, and now the pressure from Gracie all threaten to tear him apart. He's standing at a crossroads between becoming the man Amy needs or falling back into old habits that push people away. And Gracie? She didn't just return to reconnect. Her motives are bigger and messier. Wanting to take over Price Beef wasn't just a business move, it was a power play. Her cold attitude toward Amy shows that she doesn't want the Heartland family involved in their world. It's not hard to imagine her planting doubts in Nathan's mind, using his loyalty to their father as leverage. The danger isn't just what she says out loud, it's what she whispers behind closed doors. Gracie has the potential to be the kind of character that disrupts everything Heartland stands for. And if she pushes too far, Amy might be forced to draw a line, one that could tear Nathan right out of her life for good. Elsewhere on the ranch, quiet battles are also being fought. Katie's decision to stay in Hudson gave her mother, Lou, a sense of relief. But the truth is, Katie is still unsure. Her passion for writing, her dreams of being in Vancouver Fine Arts, those dreams haven't disappeared. She's trying to find herself in a place that feels both comforting and suffocating. One moment she's helping out on the ranch, the next she's staring out at the horizon, lost in thought. Her heart is caught between home and the unknown, and if something or someone pushes her too hard, she might finally break free. The question is, will Lou support her, or will their bond face a storm of its own? And then there's Tim, always the protector, always the fighter. Turning down that job was a big moment, but Tim's pride, his sense of purpose, it doesn't just fade overnight. He's trying to stay grounded, to be present for Shane and the coming baby. But deep down, the restlessness is growing. What happens when a man like Tim feels boxed in? We've seen his past mistakes. We've seen him push people away when he's hurting. If he doesn't find a new role for himself soon, the cracks could start to show. And this time, they might run deeper than ever before. Behind the scenes, the cast has dropped small hints about emotional scenes being filmed, scenes that took everything out of them. That kind of intensity doesn't just come from happy endings, it comes from heartbreak, from betrayal, from choices that change everything. And with Gracie in town, Katie questioning her future, Amy balancing love and legacy, and Tim facing his own demons. There's no shortage of heavy choices coming our way. The silence around the set isn't just for suspense, it's a sign that something big is being hidden. And when that curtain finally lifts, fans will be left breathless. While Heartland has always been a show about healing and hope, Season 19 seems ready to take its characters into darker, more emotionally intense territory. That warmth we feel when the family gathers around the kitchen table, it may soon be replaced with long silences, uneasy glances, and hard conversations. Because while everyone on the outside is excited about the new season, inside the Heartland world, things are starting to crack. Not everything is as peaceful as it seems, and sometimes the quietest moments come right before everything explodes. Amy's world is shifting again. She's been trying to build something with Nathan, but how do you trust someone who's still finding himself? That kiss they shared last season gave us all hope. But let's be honest, kisses don't fix everything. Especially not when a sibling like Gracie is lurking in the background, looking for ways to pull Nathan back into her orbit. Amy is starting to see the signs, even if she's not ready to say them out loud. Nathan hesitating during important conversations, choosing silence over honesty, looking away when Gracie brings up the ranch. It all feels familiar, too familiar, because Amy once lived this story before. And it ended in heartbreak. The hard part is, Amy doesn't want to run this time. She wants to fight. For herself, for Lindy, and maybe even for love. But fighting alone is exhausting. And if Nathan isn't willing to meet her halfway, the heartbreak could be worse than anything she's faced before. Gracie, meanwhile, isn't just meddling, she's plotting. She's smart, calculating, and used to getting her way. Her interest in Price Beef isn't just about business legacy. It's about control. And if Nathan doesn't see that soon, he might end up sacrificing his future with Amy for loyalty to a sister who only cares about power. And Amy isn't the only one struggling. Katie's story is starting to mirror her mother's in ways Lou isn't ready to admit. Lou fought hard to build her life, to be strong and independent. But in doing so, she sometimes forgot what it meant to listen. Katie is quiet, yes, but inside, she's carrying questions, dreams, and fears that are growing louder every day. Her choice to stay last season seemed like a win. But was it? Or was it just her way of avoiding change? If something, or someone, offers her a new path in season 19, she might finally take it. And if she does, Lou will have to face the one thing she's never been ready for: letting go. And speaking of letting go, Tim is entering a dangerous emotional zone of his own. He turned down the job, yes, but what has he really gained? He's back at the ranch, back in familiar routines, but his mind isn't settled. There's tension in his voice when he talks about Shane. There's a distance in his eyes when Jack tries to check in. And now, with a grandchild on the way, Tim is trying to act like he has everything under control. But he doesn't. The truth is, Tim is scared. Scared of losing his purpose, scared of becoming irrelevant. And when a man like Tim feels cornered, he doesn't always make smart decisions. He pushes, he isolates, and sometimes he explodes. Filming for season 19 has been careful not to reveal too much, but some cast members have hinted that this season brings emotional fallouts, deep conflicts, and unexpected shifts between characters who were once close. That tells us one thing loud and clear: change is coming. The kind of change that breaks friendships, tests loyalties, and reveals hidden truths. It's the kind of storytelling Heartland does best, where the drama isn't loud, but it cuts deep. And let's not forget Jack, the quiet backbone of the family. He's been the one constant through all the chaos. But even Jack seems unsettled. The way he watches the others, the way he steps in during tense moments, it's like he knows something is coming, something big. He's seen this family fall apart before. He's patched up the pieces. But this time, even he might not be able to stop what's headed their way. One thing's for sure: when the Heartland family is tested, they either rise together or fall apart. And with secrets brewing, trust breaking, and emotions boiling, the season is building toward a moment where everything changes. The only question is, who will be strong enough to face the storm? And who will walk away? Every season of Heartland gives us emotional highs and heartfelt moments. But season 19 is shaping up to be different. This time, the characters won't just be healing old wounds. They'll be forced to confront truths they've buried, relationships they've avoided, and choices they can no longer run from. And as filming continues, the pieces are moving into place for a dramatic shift, one that could change the course of the entire series. Let's talk about Amy again. For so long, she's been the heart of Heartland, strong, gentle, and loyal. But this season, she's being pulled in a direction we haven't seen before. She's tired of waiting for answers, for clarity, for someone else to make the hard decisions. Her love for Nathan has grown, yes, but so has her doubt. Can she really trust a man who still allows his past to pull the strings? Can she open her heart again without knowing if he'll protect it? Gracie isn't just a family problem. She's a storm. She's not here to watch quietly. She's here to claim what she thinks is hers. That includes price beef. That includes control over Nathan. And maybe, deep down, that includes proving that Amy doesn't belong in their world. She sees Amy as an outsider, someone who doesn't understand legacy, money, or blood ties. And the more Gracie pushes, the more Nathan will be forced to choose: the woman he's falling for, or the sister who's manipulating him. Either way, someone's going to get hurt. Meanwhile, Amy is being pulled in other directions too. Lindy is growing up, and Amy is beginning to realize her daughter is paying attention to everything. The way Amy handles love, disappointment, even silence. It's all shaping how Lindy sees the world. That pressure is heavy. Amy wants to show her daughter what strength looks like, but she's only human. And as the season unfolds, she may have to make a painful decision: walk away from Nathan, or risk teaching her daughter that love always means sacrifice. Over at the ranch, Lou is facing a quiet unraveling. Everything she thought she had under control is starting to slip. Katie is keeping secrets. The business is under pressure. And behind Lou's confident smile is a woman wondering if she's already lost her daughter's trust. Katie might say she's fine, but Lou knows better. And when a young girl feels like her voice isn't being heard, she finds other ways to speak. Katie's next move might just be her boldest yet. Whether it's leaving Hudson, challenging Lou, or chasing a new dream, she's preparing to take control of her own story. Tim is also standing on shaky ground. His past decisions are catching up to him, especially the ones he thought no one would remember. Something about his time away, that job offer he turned down, or perhaps an old connection we haven't seen in years, is going to come back into the light. And when it does, it could shake his place in the family. Jack will try to protect him, as always, but even Jack has his limits. And if Tim's pride gets in the way again, this time it might cost him more than just a few angry words. It could cost him everything. As for Jack, we all know he carries more than he shows. This season, we might finally see just how deep his wisdom runs and just how much pain he's hidden over the years. A letter, a visitor, a truth he's been holding back. It's coming. And when it does, it will change how the family sees their past and what they believe about their future. With filming now fully underway, small clues from behind the scenes suggest that season 19 won't just end with a quiet goodbye. It's building towards something, a confrontation, a heartbreak, maybe even a proposal, but don't expect a fairy tale. The writers seem to be taking risks, pushing the characters to their emotional limits. And for longtime fans, that means we're in for some of the most powerful storytelling Heartland has ever delivered. Season 19 is no longer just about what comes next. It's about who survives the pressure, who breaks under it, and who rises stronger. Love will be tested. Families will divide. And when the dust settles, we might find that Heartland itself, the home, the symbol, the dream, is the only thing holding them all together. So as we wait for the official trailer, remember this. The drama is already here. It's been quietly building, like thunder in the distance. And when season 19 finally premieres, it won't be gentle. It will be raw, real, and unforgettable. The question is, are we ready for what's coming?